Welcome to Thoughts Locker. Today we're discussing 10 reasons why you're still broke. But, before we get started, if you'd like to learn how to manifest cash within the next 24 hours, click the link in the description below. Alright, let's get on with the video. You have a job, possibly a good one, but your pay never seems to stretch as far as you think it should and ends never seem to meet. You know you should be saving more and spending less, but you never do. You're hoping that your financial situation will improve. Meanwhile, the debts continue to mount. Does this sound familiar? Instead of waiting for your situation to magically improve, it's time to examine everything you're doing that's contributing to your financial woes. That's right, it could be your fault that you don't have any money. Here are 10 common reasons why people find themselves broke. A few will most likely look very familiar. 1. You dropped out of school. Your parents harped on the importance of obtaining an education. So, guess what? They were correct. The disparity in lifetime earnings between a typical high school graduate and a typical college graduate with a bachelor's degree is mind-boggling. According to 2019 projections from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, a worker with a bachelor's degree will earn $1 million more than a worker with only a high school diploma over a 40-year career, $2.66 million versus $1.56 million. A graduate degree raises that figure to $3.24 million. Going back to school does not guarantee a higher salary. Consider what majors are more likely to lead to a lucrative career as you consider what to study. Hint, consider studying finance, engineering, nursing, or anything computer-related. Also, be cautious about how much debt you incur in order to obtain your sheepskin. A good rule of thumb for student loans is to borrow no more than you expect to earn in your first year of employment. 2. You make an effort to keep up with the Joneses. Your best friend dresses in Prada, your colleague drives a new Porsche to work, and your neighbor is moving into a McMansion. If they can have it all, you should be able to as well, right? Keeping up with the Joneses is an easy trap to fall into. Simply put, you should never try to maintain a lifestyle you cannot afford. The biggest barrier to becoming rich is living like you're rich before you are. Consider a safe but affordable used car instead of an expensive new car with a large monthly payment. Make your current car last 200,000 miles or more, which is perhaps the most cost-effective option of all. If you want to buy a house, save enough money to put down 20% and keep your monthly mortgage payment under 28% of your gross monthly income. 3. You're hardly working. The next time someone asks, "Are you working hard or hardly working?" don't just laugh off the question. In fact, the answer may truly be that you are hardly working, and you're all the poorer for it. It's not in my job description. Attitude will inevitably result in low pay and limited career opportunities. In order to move up, don't just do your job, do it well. Nothing says you're worth it like high-quality work. However, don't stop there. Make sure your bosses are aware of your accomplishments by documenting the value you bring to the company, whether it's new customers or projects completed on time. As your achievements mount, ask your boss for a raise or promotion, because you're unlikely to get either unless you make a strong case for yourself. Make an effort to network with people both inside and outside of the workplace in order to develop relationships that extend beyond your boss. Find out if your company will pay for professional development training if you need more skills to advance. 4. You have negative habits. You drink, smoke, eat fast food, and don't run unless someone is chasing you. So, your health isn't great, but you're having fun, right? But chances are, your finances aren't in good shape either, because bad habits are a major financial drain. And there's nothing enjoyable about it. We're willing to bet that the majority of people you know who struggle with money also have a slew of bad habits. But if you break those bad habits, you'll be healthier, and so will your wallet. With a pack of cigarettes costing $6, a pack-a-day smoking habit will cost you around $2,200 per year. Furthermore, the American Cancer Society estimates that each pack comes with $35 in health-related costs. If you smoke a pack a day, that's an extra $12,775 per year. Even moderate alcohol consumption adds up. Just 2 glasses of wine per day will cost you more than $1,000 per year, and that figure is based on drinking the cheap stuff at home. If you prefer Bordeaux in a bar, you'll have to pay a lot more. 5. You make hasty purchases. We've all been there. You're in line when something catches your eye, and you throw it in your cart without thinking. According to one industry survey, approximately 1 in every 5 supermarket shoppers makes an impulse purchase at the checkout. A pack of gum here and there won't break the bank, but multiple unplanned purchases will. It's amazing how frequently we hear from people who are experiencing financial difficulties as a result of uncontrolled spending. To regain control, track your spending for a month to see how much money you're wasting on frivolous purchases. You don't have to eliminate all discretionary purchases, but you should create a budget to determine how much you can afford to spend after paying bills and saving. When you do go shopping, make a list and stick to it. Unsubscribe from retailers' email lists and avoid window shopping at the mall or browsing store websites when you're bored to avoid the temptation to spend impulsively. 6. You participate in the lottery. You buy Powerball tickets every week in the hopes of winning big. Continue to fantasize. The likelihood of winning the grand prize is 1 in 292,201,338. Nonetheless, we discovered that 77% of those in financial difficulty play the lottery on a weekly basis. A $20 per week lottery habit costs $1,040 per year. In comparison, he discovered that only 6% of those who are financially successful play the lottery on a weekly basis. Why? Because successful people do not rely on luck to make them wealthy. Instead of wasting $1,000 a year on lottery tickets, open a Roth IRA and put that money to better use. If you invest $1,040 per year in a fund with a 7% annual return, your Roth balance will grow tax-free to $105,000 after 30 years. Not bad considering your total contribution of $31,200. 7. You make minimum payments. Many financial planning clients, according to financial advisors, have no idea how much they owe, let alone a plan to pay off their debts. As a result, many people were making minimum payments without considering the interest implications. Consider this: if you only pay the monthly minimum, 2% of the balance, on a credit card with a $5,000 balance and a 15% interest rate, it will take you 32 years to pay off the debt and you will pay nearly $8,000 in interest on the original $5,000 balance. Ask your card issuer if it is willing to lower your interest rate to keep you as a customer. Even if you continue paying the minimum on the $5,000 balance, trimming the rate to 11% from 15% will shave 9 years and almost $4,000 off the repayment. Alternatively, buckle down and boost your payment to $250 a month, which will erase the $5,000 balance in just a couple of years and the interest will total less than $800. True, $250 a month might stretch your budget in the short term, but the thousands you save on interest in the long run can be put to better use building wealth rather than servicing debt. You don't have any goals. If you are not wealthy, you most likely wish you were. That is understandable. However, there is a significant difference between a wish and a goal. A goal, according to the wealthy, is something that must be achieved through action. However, only 5% of those polled with household incomes of $35,000 or less and liquid assets of $5,000 or less said they had ever set annual financial goals. Only 2% had worked toward a goal for a year or more. When setting financial goals, be as specific and realistic as possible. Otherwise, you will not prioritize your spending, and one use of your money will appear to be just as good as another. Assume you want to buy a house. Don't set the lofty goal of saving for a down payment. Instead, commit to saving, say, $250 per month through cost-cutting measures. Transfer your monthly savings from your checking account to your savings account until you reach your desired down payment amount. 9. You associate with the wrong people. Didn't your mother warn you as a child that associating with the wrong people would lead to trouble? When you're an adult and your finances are involved, the advice still holds true. It's difficult to get ahead financially if you hang out with people who have bad money habits. The reason is that when those around you reinforce your habits, you are less likely to change them. Begin associating with money-successful people to help you take control of your finances. When you start hearing people talk about wise financial decisions they make, not get-rich-quick boasts, but practical choices like starting a rainy day fund, you'll start seeking their advice and cultivating relationships. It is critical to find a role model or mentor. Reach out to a boss, a successful relative, or a former classmate who is doing well. 10. You are a couch potato. Nothing beats kicking up your feet and watching television or surfing the web at the end of the day, and perhaps also in the beginning and middle of the day. However, if you're struggling to make ends meet, you're wasting potentially valuable time. We discovered that 77% of those in financial difficulty watch TV for an hour or more per day, and 74% use the internet for an hour or more. In contrast, the majority of wealthy people spend their time improving themselves, volunteering, working side jobs, or pursuing a dream that could lead to greater financial rewards. Don't let fear, laziness, or uncertainty keep you glued to the couch. Even small steps toward better time management can help your financial situation. Sort through your belongings to see what you can sell at a yard sale, on consignment, or online. Turn your hobby into a source of income. Find a roommate to share living expenses if you have a spare room. If you're motivated and ready to become financially successful, download our free PDF, which will teach you how to tap into your wealth DNA and begin living the life you deserve. Click the link in the description to get your free copy. Well, that's all for this episode. If we've added more value to your day, please return the favor by clicking the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to click the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.